Hey everyone, welcome to Meet Us for a Drink. It's episode number 10.
Woo! Number 10.
Meet Us for a Drink with Heather and Keri. I'm Heather. I'm the general manager and drink facilitator at Made by Millworks and Eleanor Drinkery in beautiful downtown Long Beach. And my gal pal, Keri Palustre, the owner and candle maker at EKP Creations Candle Co. Boy, that's a mouthful.
Seriously.
We are coming to you live from our homes in Long Beach, California. And we're broadcasting on Facebook Live. And by next week, we hope to be on YouTube Live. And we got a special guest for you this week. We're joined by one of our favorite local Long Beach bartenders, Leah Klinge. She's going to be showing us how to make some cocktails with some Aperol. You know that drink everybody's drinking. I mean, it's sold out everywhere. I tried to get some for tonight. I had to drive to quite a few spots. And we're going to chat with her about the Long Beach bar scene and, see what life is like. Like, we'll talk about, what bars mean to the Long Beach culture and what bars might look like in the future. Because I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, who knows, really? It's just up in the air. I mean, thank goodness we've got, someone who's in the scene to talk to let us know, what they're feeling and what they've been going through the last couple of months and, what we can expect to see.
Or shout out to your favorite bar. You guys can comment, post questions. We'll bring your post on the screen. We'll have some fun. We'll try to answer everything. We'll try.
We do the best we can, right?
Yeah.
We're always clicking, looking, and trying to keep it real and still chat with each other. And but definitely post your comments. Look, we've got a bunch of comments. Here we go. Hey everybody.
Leslie, I see Leslie and I see Lynn and
I see Dan.
You know that she just passed away? It was in the romper room lady.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Oh, well, that was a shout out to her. So,
I know. I don't know her name, but she's the lady with the big NIC. And you're too young, but every week you were like, "Oh, say Heather." And when I was a kid, Heather was an unusual name. I would meet adults and they'd say, "Wow, that's a weird name." What an unusual name. I've never heard that name.
Well, try Keri, Keri. I mean, no disrespect to what you went through, Heather, but Keri with a K. Everyone was like, "Oh, Keri, like the movie, the crazy Keri, CAR." No. Even in elementary school, they actually called me Keri. Keri.
Well, as I got older in school, I never, maybe in high school, but I almost always had a class with a Heather in it. So I was, Heather K, Heather 1, Heather 2.
Heather 1, Heather 2. Oh my gosh.
Heather 1, by the way, in case you're wondering.
Good
Heather
job.
1.
Solid.
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Once she said Leslie and Christopher, my brother, we were very excited. Oh my gosh, I bet. That's the super shout out, the romper room lady calls out you and your brother in the same episode. That's freaking awesome, man.
What about those bike license plates and the Disneyland license plates? Did you ever get one with your name?
No, never. No. Actually. The one advantage that I had was that my mom worked for a dermatologist and Keri lotion was a thing. I don't know if you remember Keri lotion, but it was the same. It was the same spelling as my name. And so my mom would get all of these notepads that said, I think it was "Count on Keri" is what their tagline was. And so my mom would bring home all these notepads with "Count on Keri," and it had my name in the correct spelling at the very top of all of those notepads. I was like, I'm famous. I love it.
I was listening to Andy Cohen's podcast the other day, and he had Barry Manilow on. And did you know that Barry Manilow, well, he wrote jingles. I think I knew that. But did you know that he wrote "I Am Stuck on Band-Aid"?
No, I had no idea. Good job, Barry Manilow.
And I can't remember what's the Allstate insurance slow one of those insurance ones. It's ingrained in your head, and for some reason, when I want to think of it, I can't think of it.
Sure, that happens to me all the time.
He wrote that. It's their tagline slogan.
That's awesome. I'm gonna look it up right now.
You can count on Allstate. I don't know. I can't think of it. It's like something that I should know. Barry Manilow jingles.
Yeah, there you go. That's what we should look up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's really cool to find out. I mean, I love Barry Manilow. So who doesn't?
Did you know he lives in Palm Springs? I mean, we could actually like maybe run into him somewhere.
I would love that for sure. And it does not surprise me at all that he lives in Palm Springs because, you know, he's gay, right?
Yeah, it's interesting. Andy, I guess he got outed on Andy's show by an actress, and I can't remember. And he said that he was never really in. It's just that no one ever asked him. That he thought that everyone probably knew this whole time that he was gay. And yes, it would have been difficult to like be out in the open and say those things, you know, way back when. But he said that if anyone had ever really asked him on a talk show, he probably would have said yes. So
that's interesting. Yeah, for sure. Because he was I believe that he was on tour with Bette Midler for a long time, right? Like they had.
Yeah, he was talking about some like that they used to work at basically as some kind of like orgy club in New York or something. They were the entertainment, and she like really brought it. And yeah, no one asked. I know. Well, we should ask more questions.
I guess so. Yeah. But I mean, that's a question. That's a hard question to ask in an interview. I mean, if you're Andy Cohen, you can fully ask that question, right? But like, I couldn't ask that question. So Barry Manilow, I've been hearing some things and I'm wondering, I could never ask that question. That'd just be rude. You know, it's like asking, it's like asking a woman how old she is. Like you just, you know, don't do it. Right.
Or how pregnant she is.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah.
That was also a horrible noise that I just made. So my apologies.
I love to go to this bar in Palm Springs. It's called Melvin's. I don't know if you've ever gone.
I haven't.
It's at the Ingleside Inn, and it's been there forever. And it's like one of these old, you know, like has a lounge singer, a piano, and a little parquet dance floor, and little tables with little lights. It's real small. It's like an all counter, a couple little tables. And I would friggin' die if Barry Manilow walked in there.
Right.
I have seen more men with plastic surgery in that bar than I've ever seen men with, because it's usually women in sparkly shirts. At Melvin's, it's men in sparkly shirts, leather, tan and pulled.
Super tan. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Whenever we go to Palm Springs or Palm Desert, there's definitely, there's a demographic. I mean, and yeah, I love going out. Actually, we have some family that we meet out there whenever we go out there, and they're gay and they love it. And they take us out and they're like, yeah, let's go check out this place. And let me take you to the antique store. And let me tell you all about that store. And I'm going to tell you about Kern who works at that store. And I'm like, this is perfect. I love it.
Keri, you would have loved. It's not there anymore. It was called Spurline. If Dan's still watching, he'll know. But the club itself is still there, but it's not called Spurline anymore. But one of the trips that I went out there, my girlfriend knew about it. And so we went, and it was all TV screens, and all they do is play musicals.
Oh, that's heavenly. I mean, I'm fine with that.
And we walked in and Evita was on, and they were all like holding their tissues, like singing the song. And we thought, we were just like, wow, this is the best bar ever.
Girl, I'm so down for that. I can't wait to.
Sometimes I feel like the guys are like, are these women here just to gawk at us? So I was like, look, I really don't care. I just want to. You guys have a cool bar, and I want to go to this cool bar.
Yeah, you just have the best jukebox ever. Oh, it's quads.
It's quads now.
Quads. Awesome.
But that whole street is Arenas Road, and it's on the other side, like whatever, east or west of Palm Canyon. And there's like a whole bunch of clubs right there. It's where Kaiser is, and the Kaiser Chief, or Kaiser whatever, Kaiser Sose, whatever that restaurant is on the corner, and then that other like really popular tourist Mexican restaurant, La Consuela, I think. Anyway, it's right down there, and there's just like 2 streets, and it's just all dance clubs. And I think they're all gay bars. Dan, correct me if I'm wrong. I love that place. Yeah.
I don't know it well enough. I don't know the area well enough. Honestly, if we do get the chance to go out of town and we end up in Palm Springs, we just end up like holed up in the hotel room, literally for like 2 or 3 days in a row, just going like out on the balcony, and like that's it. So we've tried. The last time we were out there, we definitely tried to venture out a little bit more, and it's on our to-do list. Well, I mean, it was on the to-do list. We'll do it again, darn it. I have confidence that hotels will be a cool place to go to again at some point. I don't know. I heard something.
Well, maybe hotels in like tiny rural towns, right? Because it's like, I actually saw something that was really cool in my news feed yesterday. It was an annual subscription. Of course, I clicked on it, so now it's never going to go away.
Right. Totally.
But you have to have an RV to do it, and I don't have an RV. But I would love to have an RV. If anyone wants to give me one, I'm available.
Same.
You can find me. Where's the lady with the red hair?
Yes.
They'll find me.
Totally.
But it was like you paid $80 a year, and you could camp. You could bring your RV for free on their list of wineries and breweries. You had to have, well, I don't know. I'll tell you because it'll be on my news feed again.
Yeah. Totally.
But it was basically you had to have an RV with a, self-sustaining RV.
Nice.
And then basically you don't have to pay to camp because look, they're going to you're going to stay on this cool brewery winery. And what are you going to do? You're going to have beer for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yes, for sure.
You're going to have wine for
breakfast,
10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, sleep, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, sleep, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, something like that.
This is why we get along so well, because you understand the schedule. So
wine o'clock.
1 o'clock all the time. Yeah.
And by the way, speaking of that, like, isn't there just something, there's just something extra delicious about a 11 a.m. wine or champagne buzz. It just feels different. I don't know what it is.
Especially in the summertime. So we're creeping up on the summer solstice, right? So today is June 17th. The summer solstice is the 20th, which is Saturday, which is the longest day of the year. And like all of a sudden, I'm just all about like having something sparkly or something bubbly, with brunch at 11 a.m. or whatever it is. There you go, honey.
Sparkles.
Perfect. Yeah, I got a little. I'm ready. I'm ready for a little. I think we're doing an Aperol spritzer. Is that?
We're gonna do. Excuse me, the bubbles. She's gonna do. I'll answer Katie. She's gonna do 3 different cocktails with Aperol because Aperol is the new black. I mean, like the new trend. It's like super trendy. Everyone loves it. Last summer, my girlfriends, we were in Palm Springs and we were having Aperol spritz. Nice. Katie wants to know, isn't there a crazy cool place out in the desert where you can rent Airstreams? There is a place. It's called Hicksville Trailer Palace.
Oh, that's right.
It's out in Landers. There's actually 2. So there's Hicksville Trailer Palace was out there first, and they have all these vintage Airstreams, and vintage trailers are not all Airstreams, but they're themed and all that. And it's really cool. I got to go to their grand opening and I've never gone again because I haven't been fortunate enough to stay there. But Kate Pearson, my inspiration from the B-52s, has her own place now. She started out with a place like out in the Ozarks or the Appalachians or no, what's the place outside of New York that all the like champagne glass jacuzzis are, like the honeymoon place?
Seriously, I don't know.
That everyone goes. Anyway, she had one out there. So I think it's called Lazy Acre. No, not Lazy Acres. That's a store. Lazy something. Look up Kate Pearson.
Right.
Joshua Tree. You'll find it.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you stayed at that place? Have you stayed at Kate Pearson's place in Joshua Tree? Is that okay? Because I've looked it up a bunch of times and it is Airstreams for sure. Katie, that one is the Airstreams and it looks really exciting. The Poconos. Nice, Lynn. Good job, Lynn. Way to rally for us.
Like a 1970s thing reference here. Like I'm like, this was in the vernacular in the 70s. It was like something that was always made fun of.
Yeah, going out to the Poconos.
Yeah.
That's like a dirty dancing kind of a situation, right?
Adirondacks, that's a chair for wine drinking.
That's awesome. So
the problem with Adirondack chairs, they're too fucking relaxed.
Well, they're
I don't
way
like this.
no,
And
I'm
then
the
I can't
same.
talk to anyone.
I can't do that either. I can't do Adirondacks. Yeah, they're just for napping. They're not for conversation. It kind of bothers me when I go to like a rooftop bar and they have these Adirondack chairs. I'm like, how am I supposed to converse? Now I have to like sit up and prop myself up, right? Because you can't like lay back in them. It's ridiculous. So
yeah,
anyway.
and then they sell those really cool, cheap, colorful plastic ones at Home Depot every summer. And I'm like, yeah, that looks cool, but it's not. It's just not because you can't. No, just no. I'm saying no. Officially, no. Hard no.
It's a hard no. Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a gong, Keri, and I'm gonna start gonging because I don't know if you've ever been fortunate enough to bang a gong.
Oh.
Get it on, bang a gong.
I'm not old enough to do that, Heather.
But it's really thrilling. It's like, boom. You're like, oh my God, I want to do this for everything. I want to like do it for someone walks in the room. Boom. It's very addictive.
I would be super down for that. And I would I would sign off on that in a heartbeat. Alicia concurs on the, bang a gong for sure. Yeah. I think it's great.
Amazon, I think Amazon carries gongs. They must.
I mean, they do carry everything.
Now, is it appropriation for me to have a gong? It would only be if I was like doing it in a mocking way, right? Like I'm not going to be like Fu Manchu or anything.
Are you appropriating
it like a sound effect?
Are you appropriating the Gong Show? Are you worried about?
I love the Gong Show.
I know you do. And what's his name? Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry in the Gong Show, right? Is that right?
And then everyone claps too.
Yeah. Yeah. He was like undercover CIA agent. He was the guy. He was like, hey, I'm going to tell you about some stuff and we're going to have some guests on tonight. It's going to be wild. Hey.
I downloaded this app that has a bunch of sound effects. I'm seeing if by chance I have a gong. I don't think I do.
Dang it.
I have a rubber ducky.
We should be a little more prepared. Are we professionals or what?
Oh, man. Don't get me started. I'll just start,
Chuck Barris. Thanks, Leslie. Leslie, I knew I was wrong. Chuck Barris. He's the man. He's the man with the clapping. Gong Show. Chuck Barris.
Gong or bong. Well, I could hit a bong every time someone walked in the room. I've never hit a bong though, Keri. Confession time. I know. I have. Most people have.
I totally have.
It's no shame. It's legal.
No, it's totally fine. I have no shame in my game.
Look, I found a gong. Okay, ready?
Do it.
See what it sounds like. It's not the same.
It's a little tinny.
Yeah, I don't think it probably doesn't even translate. Like if I had one in my room, you wouldn't feel the sound vibration like you get in a sound bath. Have you had a sound bath? Have you been to the Integratron? You love Landers?
As much as I love Landers, we've never been. I know. It's a shame. I'm ashamed. Yeah, I know. I sorry.
We got to get you on.
I know. I'm telling you. So I will just say this. No defense of my own, but I will say this slightly defensive in my own defense is that when we go to Landers, we go to this amazing house that we rent and it's on 2.5 acres. David Lockeretz. Yes. Landers, Betty. This is what I'm talking about. The place that we go to with some friends of ours. It's on 2.5 acres. They have this amazing backyard. They've got there's no reason to leave the house because you can totally just create your own amazing, incredible environment. I mean, they've got this upper deck that you can go to, and there's a futon up there, and you can lay up at there and look at the stars, and you can do some other things if you want to. I'm just saying, there's an outdoor shower. You really get to experience the full amazingness of the desert. And so leaving is why should we leave? We just pack in everything we need. We have a couple of days.
Because the Integratron is amazing. It's not just the sound bath; it's the structure itself and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to take a little break. We're going to take a little break for a sponsor. Can you believe it? We're growing up here. We're going to take a break for a sponsor, and we come back. We're going to be joined by Leah, and Keri's going to do the intro for that. So let me see if I can do this sponsor. Here we go. Let's try.
Awesome.
Here we go. And 1, 2.
Look at our sponsor. Look at that. That looks like handmade. That's like cutting bottles and making candles. That's awesome.
EKP Creations. Whoop, whoop.
Hey, guess what? That's me. That's my company. We're sponsoring our 10th episode of Meet Us for Drinks tonight. And yeah, I just want to say we make handmade scented soy candles out of repurposed wine and liquor bottles. And we have everything available online. We can ship and do local delivery and curbside pickup. And you can find us at ekpcreations.com.
Awesome.
So we're going to bring in our guest tonight. And our guest joining us right now is Leah Klinge.
Hi.
And hey, Leah, great to see you.
You too.
Leah is a local bartender here in Long Beach, and she's got a ton of history in the local bar scene. And she's going to talk to us in a little bit about the different bars that she has been working at and the bar scene in the time of COVID. And yeah, exactly. But first and foremost, let's get to the drinks.
Well, Chuck Bears for you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's beautiful. Leah is going to be demonstrating how to make a couple of versions of an Aperol Spritz. Is that right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Awesome. Take it away, Leah.
Correct. So first I'll talk really quickly about Aperol. It's super popular right now. It's very delicious. That's why. It's similar to Campari. It's another Italian orange bitter aperitif. The difference being I find Aperol is a little bit sweeter. It's got flavors of mandarin orange, like juicy orange flavors, gentian, rhubarb. So all like herbal bitter flavors with some orange and a little bit of sweetness. It's nice. I liken it to grapefruit with the citrus and the bitter together. But so the first thing I'm going to show you how to make is an Aperol Spritz, which is, you know, the big thing. And it's lovely. I'm going to show you a couple other versions of it that I like better. So this is going to be one you're going to make in a wine type glass. And for Aperol, so they call it a 3-2-1 cocktail. It's 3 parts of Prosecco, 2 parts of club soda, 1 part Aperol. So sometimes I think it's easier if you don't have, hi Rob. I think it's easier if you don't have a measure cut to just sort of eyeball things, 3-2-1. So I just did the Aperol. Now I'm going to add the Prosecco. Prosecco is a good choice for this because it's a dry sweetness. It'll go nicely with the Aperol for the dry sweetness. You guys can't see down there, can you? So then I'm going to top it. And then I'm going to top it with club soda. Topo Chico is my very favorite. It's got the most bubbles. So this is just like, first of all, like, come on, how pretty is that? It's like bright orange. It's beautiful. It's sunset. You're going to sit out on your deck and drink this. It's supposed to be an orange garnish. I totally don't have oranges, so I'm going to do a little lemon zest. And I don't have a tall enough table, but you get the idea. So that's going to be your Aperol Spritz. It's nice. It's very like grapefruit, bubbles, refreshing. I'll set that there for me for later. So the next one I'm going to make is a rosé Aperol Spritz. And I'm using sparkling rosé. This is a cocktail that we make at one of the bars that I work at, which is Darling's Cocktails. It's a newer bar on Anaheim and Long Beach Boulevard. It's lovely. It's a great date spot when we're allowed to start dating again. So it's a very similar idea. We're going to do Aperol. We're going to do a sparkling rosé instead of Prosecco. And then we just add a little bit of juice to zhuzh it up a bit. So this, I'm going to do 1 ounce and 3/4 of Aperol. This pour spout's kind of slow, sorry. 1 ounce and 3/4 of that. And then I'm going to take 3/4 ounce of grapefruit juice. Fresh squeeze is obviously the best, but you guys see me spill? Don't tell anyone I did that. And then I'm going to add just a 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. You guys make simple syrup at home. It's equal parts sugar and water, boiled until the sugar dissolves. You can put this in your iced tea, in your iced coffee, in all your cocktails. It's so easy and it lasts forever. And then the last thing I'm going to add is just a scooch of, oops, that's not the right stuff. I'm going to add lime. So about the juice of half the lime. Okay. Then we're going to take that. And I have a can of sparkling rosé. Don't be sad about wine out of cans, you guys. The most important thing is that the wine doesn't go bad, and you're never going to have it go bad if it stays in a can. So, just going to top that off a bit. Then, ooh, that's beautiful. And then
it's probably a little dark, but you know, that's okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's just for Aperol. This one I'm going to use a grapefruit, and you just want the outside part. You don't want the white. See, there's not very much white in there.
Oh,
you
nice.
just twist. You get a little like spray of the oil. So there we go. There's our rosé. I'm going to hold these up next to each other so you can kind of see. One's a little pinker, one's a little oranger.
Nice.
All right. So one more.
Do it, girl. One more. Let's do it.
So this one is my favorite. This is called a spaghetti. I say it like this, a spaghetti.
Spaghetti, like spaghetti?
No I, just one spaghetti.
But one spaghetti. Okay,
yeah.
Perfect.
So this starts with Miller High Life.
Oh.
Yeah. You can build this right in the beer, which is awesome. So start by pouring out a shot glass, or just drinking some. Just make room. And then from there, we're going to add 1 ounce of Aperol. Aperol is only 11% alcohol. So it's nice because it's not super strong, it's not overwhelming. It's really just for like the flavor, and then it just, you know, mix it up a touch. So I pour that right in there. Gives it a nice orange color. And then we do a little bit of lemon juice. This is also a drink we serve at Baddleys, by the way. And then we do a little lemon juice. And there you go, it's a spaghetti. Now I'm going to be honest with you. I like it with more Aperol than that.
Nice.
But there you go. So those are my Aperol drinks for the summertime.
I couldn't find a well, I didn't want to buy a 6-pack, so I got a tall boy of the Miller High Life. So mine's in a glass.
How is it?
I don't know. I'm gonna take a drink. Let's see.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn good.
Tasty? It's kind of surprising, right?
Yeah, it's really good. I think I like this better than the Aperol Spritz.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think I do too. I like the spaghetti.
Taking away from the kind of bitterness of the Aperol.
Somehow, like, I mean, not that Miller High Life is like a hoppy beer in any way, but I like hops and grapefruit together. I like grapefruit beers. I like Radlers. So, you know, Aperol's not a grapefruit, but it's the same sweet citrus bitter flavor. So it works well together.
Thank you.
Yeah,
what time should I pick up those cocktails?
Oh, I'm drinking all 3 of them.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
What are you going to watch tonight? What are you going to do? What are you going to listen to? What are you going to watch?
Oh, I'll be asleep right after this. This is day drinking for me, you guys. I have bartender hours, so I don't normally start my sipping until like 10 o'clock or so.
So you're going to be out working at all? None of the bars you're working at are open yet, right?
No, nothing's open. So the bars that I work at are Baddleys Pourhouse on Broadway and Redondo.
Mm-hmm.
I work at the Hawk, which is on Anaheim and Magnolia. And then I work at Darlings, which we talked about, which is on Long Beach Boulevard in Anaheim. And none of them have a kitchen. And right now the rules are only bars with kitchens can be open.
Yeah, yeah.
And do you feel like, I think you and I were talking about this a couple of days ago, because, you know, when people drink, it's probably a good idea to be eating something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think one of the things that you and I were talking about is how like it's important for people to understand that when you have a bar that's just wide open, that's not serving food. I don't know. Do you remember what we were talking about? Like your kind of opinion about the bars with no food situation?
Yeah. I think one of the reasons we like drinking is because we get to throw common sense out the window a little bit. And that's what's fun about going to bars is it's like an adult playground, you get to be a little stupid. And unfortunately, during a pandemic, being a little stupid doesn't work. And, for me personally, if I'm eating, I'm not going to be drinking as much. It's going to absorb the food. Eating and drinking together, for me at least, keeps me way more leveled out than if I'm just out drinking.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think it's important to remember that. Heather, what were you going to say?
Well, I was just going to say that at least the Hawk has been creative in the, when previously and always having like vegan pop-up out front and, food available. And then Baddleys is right next door to food. And
we have food trucks at Baddleys too, just randomly, but
yeah. And then I don't know about Darling. But there's food trucks often now at Trademark. I guess I could go over there.
Yeah. We have a Taco Tuesday guy, but that's about it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so my understanding is that the rules are even if you have like a taco truck or a food truck out front, you need a kitchen in-house.
I know LA is being a lot more lax, but we have our own health department and we have our own things to deal with, and we have to do what's best for us. And it's ultimately a good thing. It's sad we miss it, but we don't want to miss it permanently because we can't go because of worse outcomes, right? So I'm excited about the idea of them extending like some side streets to give some maybe outdoor bar, but it sounds like that still really has to be coupled with food. I don't know. We'll see. Like, one of the things I want to talk about is what a part of like bars in Long Beach are a big part of our culture.
Yeah. Seriously.
Even in the suburbs, there's like your EJ Malloy's and your restaurants that have the bars that people go to. So, I want to put it out to you guys and to everyone watching, like list some of your favorite bars. What bars do you love in Long Beach and why? What's your,
Well, and while people are kind of coming up with that list for themselves, I think it's really interesting to point out that, Leah, you work at 3 different bars, and Baddleys is celebrating its 10-year anniversary.
Yeah, we just passed our 10 years, and I opened that bar. So,
wow.
Yeah, so I've been there for 10 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. I can't believe it went by that fast.
I'm so old. I grew up down the street. I remember it was Club Broadway.
Broadway, yeah.
Well, and one of the things that's really interesting about the 3 different bars that you work at is how different each of those bars are. And I think that really speaks to, the bar scene in Long Beach and how it caters to so many different demographics. And I'm wondering if you can just talk about like the differences between the bars that you work at and kind of how they represent, each of the different demographics in Long Beach.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I will say, for one thing, I really like working at 3 different bars. People are regulars at their bars. So this way I get to kind of, I'm socializing too. I'm working, but I'm socializing too. I'm seeing friends. And, I know what bars my friends like. So I can say like, oh, hey, I'm working at the Hawk this weekend. Come see me there. Or like, oh, I'll be at Baddleys on Friday. Come see me there. But, for me, the way the 3 bars that I work at sort of split up is Baddleys is like, it's considered like a neighborhood sports bar. It's like Cheers. I'm not the only one that opened the bar. Most of our regulars have been there for 10 years, which is amazing, Nice. Yeah. And it's just a very easygoing sort of, you've got popcorn. Everyone calls it popcorn bar. And it's great. Our clientele is great. Everyone knows each other. People are generally really interested in meeting other people, which is fun there. there's been a lot of people that are new to Long Beach. They go to Baddleys, and I talk to them for a bit, and then I'm like, oh, you should meet this person over here, and now they're friends, and that's something that I really like. Yeah.
Look at that. Nice. Yeah. Good job, Natalie.
Natalie knows. Natalie's done her research.
And then the Hawk is, it's a beautiful bar for one. It's really nice to work in such a pretty environment. And I love the Silver Fox too.
Right. That's right around the corner from me, by the way, over on East.
And me.
Yeah, and you. Totally. It's in our district.
Probably like a bunch of people.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember when the Silver Fox first opened. I was really young, but I remember hearing about it because I lived right around the corner.
So the Hawk is up on Anaheim, is that right?
Yeah, it's on Anaheim and Magnolia.
Yeah.
And the Hawk has amazing DJs. When we don't have DJs, we have really good. We have a really good jukebox. The music is always nice there. One of my favorite parts about it is we have a bar cat. His name is Jameson. That wasn't planned. We just lucked out with a feral cat that decided he lived there. He's okay right now. The owners are still going by and they check on him.
Oh, good. Very good.
Baddleys Pourhouse.
One of your favorites is in the house. There you go.
Rob has been a regular at Baddleys since day one.
Nice.
Yeah.
And let me ask you this: Is there a great divide? Do the people who go to Baddleys not go to the Reno Room, and the people who go to the Reno Room not go to Baddleys, or do they go back and forth?
They go back and forth a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, there's definitely like, so like I'll know when like, oh,
it's not the Lakers versus the Clippers.
No. I love the Reno Room. They're great, and it's the way I look at it is like the more bars you have in one area, the better it is for your business. They're not taking any business away. They're just bringing people in that direction,
Yeah.
And I'm a bit of a bar hopper myself when I'm out. I get antsy and want to go on to the next place. So it's really nice to have walking distance bars around.
Definitely. I think that's really cool. And then, so the owners of the Hawk, then they opened Darlings just recently, right?
Yeah. God, I should know the date, but
I don't know what
week it is, you guys.
Yeah. Right. I'm like,
I don't know what month it is, so
none of us do. It's all good. It's all good.
But yeah, Darlings is it's similar to the Hawk, where it's the aesthetic is really beautiful. It's something I like about both of those bars is she's asking about the Firkin. I don't really know. I think because the Firkin is just beer and food, it's a little different. I don't think people are.
Yeah, I think it's different too.
Yeah.
People that go to the Reno Room and Baddleys like sitting at counters and like talking to the bartender. And I think of the Firkin and the former EJ Malloy's as being like definitely a nosh, like bar food.
Yeah, I agree.
TVs. And so you're talking to the staff in the same way, but you're also like having this extra thing that you're doing.
Yeah.
Plus they have that cool patio.
Yeah, okay.
But what an unfortunate name. I really don't like the Firkin. It makes me not want to go.
So, every time someone says it, like, do you guys know what a merkin is?
Yeah, that's what I think of too, Leah.
The only thing that sounds more like a pubic is Firkin.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't know what it really means, but whenever someone says the Firkin, I think of a Firkin.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's no bueno. It's definitely like cause for pause. You know,
exactly.
I'm like, wait, what? Where are we going? Who named that place? That's horrible. Yeah, definitely.
Have you gone to Bar Yasaba?
Yes, I have.
I love that too.
No, I have not been to Bar Yasaba yet.
Yeah. I mean, they had barely been open.
Yeah. A bunch of bars opened right around the same time as Darlings.
Yeah.
We're all kind of getting our footing and our, clientele, and, now we shall see.
Yeah, but doesn't Darlings have the best bathroom of all of them?
No, they all have best bathrooms now. The Hawk, I think, started, and now I was going to say they all have amazing wallpaper, and Bar Yasaba's their bathroom has its own Instagram account.
So does the Hawk Bar.
So does which one? The Hawk?
Yeah, it's called Hawk Bar Bathroom.
Nice. That's so awesome.
We don't run that, but
Heather is also part of the Long Beach bar scene, which is a page. Is that right? The page on
yeah, Facebook. It's a group on Long Beach Calif, the Long Beach Calif with a K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody talks about like the different bathrooms and the different, but like the bars with the best bathroom aesthetic and the best wallpaper. And, you know, I mean, it's more.
It's a thing. It's a thing. But I'll tell you who has the cleanest bathrooms. House of Hayden has the cleanest bathrooms.
Oh,
I can't
interesting.
think of what the bathrooms look like.
It's got a sparkly, like purple floor. They have like that sparkly epochs or whatever.
Oh,
I don't know, but it's like really
nice
and clean. And it's kind of a dive bar.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a dive bar.
Something that's great about Long Beach is pretty much every bar is kind of a dive bar.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's weird though, because sometimes like when I go to bars in LA, I'm like, why can't we have bars like this that are like super ultra, like the Hawk is the closest thing, and Darling that and maybe Bar Yasabas now to like an LA bar where it's like very finished.
Yeah.
You know, like it's very clean but simple.
Yes.
It's, decorated and feels like a little elevated, but not, you know, like I like the Blind Donkey because it's so simple, but it's very clean.
Yes.
And so, and it's not, I like a small bar, but it's not that small. It's kind of big, you know.
I do like being underground.
Alicia says that she thinks Eleanor has the cleanest bathrooms. Well, that's nice.
Right. That's very nice. I think that Eleanor has the best murals on the walls, honestly.
We're working on it. We need, we have some great ones. I love the art that we have there.
I think Eleanor has some amazing art. I always love to check out what's happening over there. I mean, I can't wait to check it out again, really, honestly.
I know.
Yeah.
At the Hawk, we get so much love for the women's room because of that beautiful floral wallpaper that everyone recognizes.
Right.
I don't think people realize this. I didn't know this until I started working there, but in the men's room, we have a rotating art show.
What? Wait,
Yes.
we would not know that. Based on this panel would probably not know that.
Yeah, the women's has the wallpaper, and then the men's room has.
That's called. Kyle needs to change that. I need an art show in the women's restroom. That's not fair.
Now it's I think, I don't know, but I've definitely walked women in that wanted to see it once I mentioned it. So it's pretty cool.
Have you guys ever been to the View Bar? It's the bar at the top of the Holiday Inn.
I haven't.
No, I don't think I have.
It's on Lakewood and Willow, and it's the round hotel.
Sure.
Yeah, there's a bar at the top. It has a great view, and they have food and good happy hour. It's really fun. It's really fun. You guys should totally go.
Apparently, bacon wrapped jalapenos for only $5. So that's awesome. Yeah, that's so cool. Leah, I'm going to ask you this: what was the first bar that you worked at? What was your first job at a bar? Yeah. You don't have to answer that. Maybe you can answer like what was the best. What's maybe that's a loaded question as well. But
my first bar job, my first bartending job was at a restaurant in Triangle Square in Costa Mesa.
Nice.
I was 19. I should not have bartended.
No, but it's okay.
They didn't have a.
Hey, Michelle.
They didn't have a bartender. They didn't think they'd need a daytime one, but it was right in the middle of it wasn't Triangle Square. The place by South Coast Plaza. I can't think of what it's called.
Oh.
But one of those.
I know what it's called. I can't afford it.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
they live in the Orange County. I can't go.
They realized they needed a bartender and they didn't have anyone, and they were like, "You jump back there."
You. It's like Oprah. Like, no, you. No. Yeah.
You get a bartender. You get a bartender.
Totally.
I didn't know how to make a single drink. I learned
The lab? Was it the lab? The anti-mall?
No, but
it's close. It's close to the. Oh, that is close to the South Coast Plaza.
Yeah.
South Coast Metro. I don't know.
Metro Point.
Metro Point. Okay. Yeah.
That's Crystal Court.
Yeah,
Crystal Court is over there. Yeah.
So, yeah, that was my first gig, and I learned pretty much all the drinks from the people that were ponied up to the bar. And luckily, I was a cute young thing, and we just go, "I don't know what's in a margarita. Can you tell me how to make that?" And that's how I learned how to bartend, was from my customers. I probably still make drinks wrong. Who knows?
Where are you a regular at? Just at work? I mean, you don't go. Do you go to your workplace when you're off? Where do you go when you're off of work?
I don't go often. I don't go out often.
You're already out at work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I honestly, I hit up a lot of different bars. I like, besides the 3 that I work at, which I go to, I like them all.
Yeah.
I will go to V Room. I'll go to Bamboo. I'll go to Stash. The truth is, I have a lot of friends in the industry, and we all sort of visit each other, you know, so it depends on who's working. And like I said, I'm an ANSI drinker, so I'll usually hit a few over the course of the night.
I love 4th Street Vine. That's like my favorite place.
I am
and I love Jim and Sophia. They're just so great.
They're really, really nice. I like going there for shows. I just moved a few weeks ago, but I used to live right around the corner from there, so that was a nice little pop in when local bands were playing.
And of course, Eleanor. But I'm, you know, it's like of course we love where we work. That's like a no-brainer. Yes. You know. Mm-hmm. But when I'm not there and I'm close to home.
Well, that's the thing too, because Heather is a rosé drinker and I'm a red wine drinker. And Leah, you are a little bit of a whiskey.
Today.
I know, except today. Today's the exception. But I mean, you're a little bit of a whiskey aficionado, aren't you?
I love whiskey.
Yeah. So I think that you have some experience with some whiskey tasting rooms up in LA. I feel like I remember you doing some whiskey tastings. I don't know. I should probably say that Leah and I are actually family. And
Jesus Christ, we forgot to mention that. Why didn't we talk about that? It was like something I put in my brain. Like when Leah comes on, I need to be like, oh, you guys aren't just friends, you're family.
It's okay. We've known each other for a million years easily. Yeah. We grew up in the same city. We went to the same high school. And then her brother married my sister. Or I should say, my sister married her brother. Whichever way you want to look at it. They came together and they brought the whole family together. And that was like 20 years ago or something. Like,
you're right.
It's,
wow.
Yeah. And our oldest niece, so we are the amazing aunties to our siblings' 4 children. And
you better warn your sister to watch out. Don't send them to the aunties for the weekend, aunties.
Wait till you come to Long Beach because we will we'll set those kids straight. No, I would never say that. You know, we have other nieces and we have nephews also. Leah's brother, Danny, and his lovely wife, Jen, have 2 amazing children. And so we've got nephews on that side. And then, we have so many, our oldest niece, of the whole thing is going to be, 18 this year. And so that just speaks to how young we are and how amazing we are as aunties. Yeah. So I just had to sidestep everything and just say, like, that's how Leah and I.
That's how we know each other.
That's how we know each other. Yeah.
Aww.
I know, right? We're pretty rad. Yeah.
Yeah. And everyone left SoCal. So Keri's my family here.
And luckily for me, Leah just moved even closer to me.
That's
so
right.
Now she's in Rose Park and I'm over in Belmont Heights. And so now we have no excuses anymore to not get together. Yeah.
Corona.
Except for Corona. Yeah, for sure. Because all of our family moved to the middle of the country. God bless them.
But you guys, the drive-ins are open. I want to go to the drive-in. There's one at Mission Tiki. It's never been closed. It's not open just because of COVID, but it is open.
That would be
we should totally go to drive-in. We could roll down our windows.
Mm-hmm.
I love drive-in movie theaters.
I love drive-ins.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's like I think there's an opportunity to be creative within this world.
Yes.
So, do something that work with what you got.
So, I also think, sorry, go ahead, Leah. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say there's a really good opportunity for collaborations in this time of COVID. You know, you're talking about drive-ins and we're talking about bars that can't necessarily open. You know, wouldn't it be so great if like a bar like Darlings or the Hawk or something could partner with, you know, something like a drive-in movie theater to provide like actual custom cocktails, you know, and craft cocktails to a particular crowd where, you know, they could just show up and like hook everybody up. I mean, that would be super cool, right?
I would wear roller skates too. Do they wear roller skates when they serve there?
No, that's a drive-in restaurant, but I did do that like I guess a month ago or more. I went to the Bob's Big Boy in Burbank because their drive-in, their car hop is open. And so they didn't roller skate. They just walked it up and it wasn't all that exciting except that someone actually served you.
That's cool.
Because they still brought they put it on the little tray on the window, but they like they gave it to you like a to-go thing, like, you know, in a styrofoam. And it wasn't like, they weren't wearing like cute little 50s outfits or anything, but still it was like a nice excuse for a drive. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. I give it 1 thumb up.
One thumb up, you know.
At the Hawk, we're doing something really interesting because of the pandemic. We're doing drive-up drinks on Saturdays. They're batching them in like, I know the old fashions make 10 old fashions. And we always have the old fashioned and they're switching up with our other cocktails, but they're a big glass bottle that, you know, has 6 to 10 cocktails. And you just pre-order the week before. It's posted on Instagram at the Hawk Bar. And it's been really cool. People really like it. They drive up, you know, one of our owners comes out, finds your order, brings it out. And now they're, I think starting last week, they partnered up with the Fourth Horseman. So they're serving to-go alcohol and slices, which is really cool.
That's awesome. We love Ryan at the Fourth Horseman, and also like our friend Rob Smith with Alley Cat Deliveries is partnering with the Fourth Horseman as well. And so, you know, the best part, Mindy, hey Mindy. The best part is that, you know, you can support all local businesses and get all of your supplies, like pizza and drinks and, you know, all the radness delivered right to you. So that's really cool. Very good. I have to say that I really do love the fact that the city and the state have made these amendments to where, drinking accessories.
They were doing like the sphere ice cube makers and little things. I think they're doing wax dip tops. It's all
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It speaks volumes to the demand of Long Beach for our bar needs. Right? Bring us our bars. I mean, we can't go, but so our friend Michelle Champagne Via de Roma just logged on and she's asking Leah, if you could just recap really quickly, where do you tend bar?
I tend bar at Baddleys Pourhouse on Broadway and Redondo.
10-year anniversary.
10 years there, geez. I tend bar at the Hawk on Anaheim and Magnolia, and I tend bar at Darlings on Long Beach Boulevard, Anaheim.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Leah. Thank you for having us. Thanks.
You're welcome anytime. Come on back.
Thanks for making the drinks and showing us how to do all this stuff and, you know, hooking us up. Look at that. Everybody loves your bars, Leah. We can't wait to see it.
I do too. I can't wait till we're back.
Yeah. I mean, we're patiently awaiting a safe reopening of everything. I think it's really important. I'm just going to go ahead and say that, you know, most of the bars, we don't know when the bars are going to be reopened again, but it's really important that all of us understand that, you know, it's important to be safe. You know, it's important to have limited capacity and to remain physically distanced from each other. I don't like the word socially distanced because I can be social without being physically tight with somebody or physically close to someone. And so I think it's really important to remember that, you know, we're still in the midst of a pandemic and there are people who are immunocompromised that you may not know about. our friend Leah here. Yeah. And it's really important to remember that we have to keep each other safe, and we can't rush into things. And we're seeing spikes in Orange County, and Leah and I grew up in Huntington Beach, and I was out with some friends last Friday, and we saw a lot of people in Long Beach at some bars, and they were definitely not wearing masks, and it was late at night, and it was like Leah was talking about earlier, when you don't have enough pizza in your system to absorb the 10 drinks that you're, throwing down your throat because you're super excited about being out, you have to be really careful, because you don't necessarily make the best choices. And we still need to be conscious about making the best choices, right? Yeah. So in the meantime, we have things like this where we can drink together virtually.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Yeah. And we can still look forward to, being in social situations. They just have to be kind of regulated, and just wear your masks, people. No big deal. Please. Right.
Please.
Okay, we got to break. We got to say goodbye. We have another sponsor ad we got to run. And then we can come back.
Thanks for joining us, Leah.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah. Stick around.
Yeah, no one leave yet. Totally. We'll be right back.
No one leave.
No one leave?
We've got our next sponsor coming up. So, yeah, we got to do a really awesome shout out to our next sponsor, who, of course, is Made by Millworks.
Hang on.
No worries. There we go. And Eleanor. Oh my gosh, Eleanor. Talk about bars and our favorite bartenders and art. Oh, so much good stuff.
Yeah.
So much good stuff.
Made by Millworks, 240 Pine, online, www.madebymillworks.com. That's where you can find us right now. Eleanor Drinkery, also at madebymillworks.com.
Awesome.
That's our ad.
Yay. Thanks to our sponsors tonight, EKP Creations and Made by Millworks and Eleanor Drinkery. And gosh, it's been so fun to have a bartender to explain drinks to us. Yeah. I can't wait to do it again, for sure.
Yeah, well, we should, definitely have more bartenders, because this could, look, it's called Meet Us for a Drink for a reason, Keri.
I mean, we're drinking. You've seen us drinking this entire damn time. So if you or your friends are bartenders who want to be featured on our show, just drop us a link and, just like send us a message. Let us know who you are and where you work. We'd love to promote your business. We're amazing. Well, that's hard to say.
What?
We are amazing women who love to promote amazing women. And that's what we're in the business of doing.
Totally.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah. So reach out to us, because we're not shy. So don't be shy.
We're walking the talk, Keri.
We are. Yeah, for sure. We're walking and talking all the time. We're
talking the talk. We're live streaming the talk.
We are live streaming. Yes.
And you can catch us every Wednesday at 5:30 right here. And hopefully on YouTube soon for everyone that's not on Facebook, because, not everyone's on Facebook. It seems to me like in my little world that everyone is, but they're not.
Right. It's all good. Yeah.
So, we got to do what we got to do. We got to stay with the times, Keri.
We got to be hip. We got to
stay hip.
Keep up with the kids. Keep up with the kids.
What are the kids doing these days?
Twitter.
We got to start TikToking.
Oh, yeah. We talked about that a couple weeks ago, and we still haven't done like a really great TikTok situation, but
tits up TikTok.
Yeah, tits up TikTok. That's right. Oh my God, that's right for sure.
It's not that hard to be synchronized if it's only from here. Like, means I don't really need to be able to dance. Like, I can just.
We watch dance shows all the time, like the Jennifer Lopez show. We watch
Jennifer Lopez show. What the fuck is that?
No, I mean it's not actually called the Jennifer Lopez show. It's just called like It's her dance competition show. And
I didn't know it existed.
Heather, switch over from Bravo every once in a while. I mean, it's on NBC. I know.
Not happening.
I know it's not happening. It's all good.
But you know what's going to happen?
World of Dance. It's called World of Dance. And it is Jennifer Lopez. And it is, some, blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy who's a dancer. And then it's Neo, who's also amazing. And they have dancers on from all over the fucking world. Oh, this is when I swear. And they had these French guys on last night. And they were amazing. And they were called like Geometry, whatever French thing, whatever was their name. And they were fucking incredible. So TikTok, Pisha.
Well, I mean, I am going to reach a time soon that I think this is going to be with everyone that there's like new programming is going to stop.
Yeah.
Like there's not going to be any new TV pretty soon.
Right.
And it's going to be, I don't know what, they've already brought CBS Sunday movies back.
Which is radical, by the way, because I've watched Grease, the sing-along, which is hilarious. And then Forrest Gump. And then I think they did the Titanic. And I love Sunday night movies on CBS. Yeah. I am so down for that.
Or did they bring back Wild Kingdom too?
I mean, they should.
How Mutual of Omaha?
How have we not? How dare you?
When are we going to?
You know what I want? I want Pippi Longstocking.
I am Pippi Longstocking and
here is Pippi Longstocking. Watch out, here I come. Yeah.
You know what they need to do at like midnight or 2 a.m. every night? I need to see the boop, the national anthem, and then it's just like Poltergeist, and it's all bam, 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 and then it's like the rainbow stripes, and then I go, they're here.
I thought you were going to say Rocky Horror Picture Show at midnight, but that's fine too. Yeah.
So jump to the left, and then a step to the right. Oh my God, no Rocky Horror Picture Show.
All right, we're past our time. It's 6:30. It's an hour and 2 minutes. We should say goodbye because we need to respect the time of everyone who's joined us.
All right, fine. Okay, come back next week. I think Allison Kripp is going to join us.
Yay, Allison! I love Allison. I'm so excited. Share this with all your friends. Come back next week. We can't wait to see you.
5:30 every Wednesday.
Yay.
I got like a little jazz going.
Cool.
I'm swing dancing.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know if anyone can even hear the music, so it's just in my head.
I can hear it. It's rad. Sounds really good.
Bye.
Bye, you guys. We'll see you next week at 5:30.